Hello everyone, I'm Mr.Q. Today we come to the topic. Why will the world's center of gravity shift to Asia in 2025? Humanity has always gazed at the horizon of time, yearning to pierce the veil of what's to come. From ancient oracles whispering prophecies in smoke-filled chambers, to modern-day analysts poring over complex data, the desire to understand the future is deeply ingrained in our collective psyche. Imagine, for a moment, possessing the ability to glimpse the intricate tapestry of tomorrow, the monumental triumphs that elevate the human spirit, the heart-wrenching tragedies that test our resilience, and the unexpected twists and turns that redefine our journeys. What would you choose? To know the path ahead, with all its joys and sorrows, or to navigate the unfolding mystery with wide-eyed wonder? In the 20th century, amidst the clamor and change of a rapidly evolving world, one American woman stepped into the limelight, captivating millions with her seemingly extraordinary gift of foresight. Jeane Dixon. Her predictions weren't confined to personal fortunes. They often intertwined with the destinies of nations and the lives of prominent figures, blurring the lines between the mystical and the historical. Jeane Dixon transcended the archetype of a typical fortune teller. Her pronouncements frequently intersected with the corridors of power and the unfolding drama of global events, lending an air of gravitas to her pronouncements that went far beyond mere chance. Consider the spine-chilling premonition she experienced concerning the vibrant and beloved Hollywood starlet Carole Lombard in the early days of January 1942. Just days before Lombard was scheduled to board a transcontinental flight, Dixon delivered a stark and unsettling warning: do not fly. Danger unequivocally awaits you in the skies. Tragically, Dixon's ominous words materialized into a devastating reality when the aircraft carrying Lombard crashed, extinguishing her bright life along with those of 21 others. This was not an isolated instance of uncanny accuracy. Numerous world leaders, including influential presidents such as Franklin D. Roosevelt and Harry S. Truman, reportedly sought her counsel, valuing her intuitive insights. President Roosevelt, in particular, held her in such regard that he invited her to the hallowed halls of the White House on multiple occasions, not solely for personal guidance, but seemingly for her perspective on critical matters of state during a time of global upheaval. The early years of the 1940s were a crucible for the United States and indeed the entire world, as President Franklin Delano Roosevelt shouldered the immense responsibility of steering the nation through the crippling depths of the Great Depression and the ever-looming specter of World War II. He carried a burden that few could truly comprehend. Unseen by the public eye, his physical health was steadily declining, a closely guarded secret within his inner circle. It was against this backdrop of national crisis and personal struggle that Jeane Dixon's path intersected with that of the president. In the somber month of November 1944, an unexpected and somewhat mysterious telephone call reached her, an invitation that would lead her to the very heart of American power. She arrived at the White House not with an air of surprise or bewilderment, but with an almost preordained sense of knowing, as if the threads of destiny were gently guiding her steps. During their significant meeting within the walls of the White House, President Roosevelt, acutely aware of the finite nature of his remaining time, posed a deeply personal yet profoundly consequential question to Jeane Dixon: how much longer do I have on this earth? Her response was direct and unwavering: no more than 6 months. However, their conversation transcended the realm of personal fate. Venturing into the intricate tapestry of global politics, Roosevelt, grappling with the shifting alliances of wartime and the uncertain landscape of the post-war world, sought Dixon's insights into the future of nations. Her vision was both striking and prescient. She foresaw the imminent conclusion of World War II and the subsequent emergence of the Soviet Union as a formidable communist power locked in a protracted Cold War with the United States, a rivalry that would define decades. But then came a prediction that carries even greater weight and relevance in our contemporary world. Dixon stated with conviction that America's primary concern in the long run would not be the Soviet Union, but a red China. This was not merely a superficial political observation. It was a profound glimpse into a future where the established global order would undergo a significant transformation, with the center of power gradually beginning its eastward migration. Jeane Dixon's remarkable foresight extended beyond the immediate concerns of the American sphere of influence, reaching across continents to touch upon the nascent shifts in global dynamics. Her deliberate use of the color red to describe China in the mid-20th century, a time when its global prominence was significantly different from today, is particularly thought-provoking. Could she have been sensing, in some intuitive way, the immense economic, technological, and geopolitical transformation that would ultimately propel China onto the world stage as a major global player in the decades that followed? Today, as we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, the undeniable rise of Asia is a defining characteristic of our era. Nations across the vast continent are experiencing unprecedented rates of economic growth, fostering groundbreaking technological innovation, and wielding increasing influence on the global stage. From sprawling technological hubs pushing the boundaries of science to burgeoning economic powerhouses reshaping trade and finance, the center of gravity in numerous aspects of global affairs is demonstrably shifting eastward. Was Jeane Dixon's seemingly cryptic reference to Red China in the mid-20th century a distant, almost ethereal echo of this profound and ongoing reshaping of the world order, a whisper from the future carried on the winds of intuition? As we turn our gaze towards the immediate future, a specific year repeatedly surfaces in discussions surrounding prophetic visions and potential global events: the year 2025. The original transcript highlights the intriguing convergence of predictions from seemingly disparate sources, pointing towards a significant event centered around Japan. Both the renowned American psychic Jeane Dixon and the contemporary Japanese manga artist Tatsuki have, through their respective mediums, foreseen a catastrophic occurrence in the Nankai Trough region, a seismically active zone off the southern coast of Japan, around the date of July 5, 2025. Tatsuki's detailed vision in his manga depicts a devastating earthquake and subsequent geological upheaval, potentially leading to the dramatic emergence of new landmasses, physically connecting areas like Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and the Philippines. Adding another layer of intrigue to this temporal focal point, a purported time traveler from the year 2062 also made online pronouncements years prior, specifically warning of a major earthquake in the same Nankai Trough region, albeit with a slightly different time frame. While the precise details and the nature of these predictions vary, the consistent emphasis on the Nankai Trough and the mid-2020s creates an unsettling resonance, prompting many to ponder the potential for significant seismic activity in this vulnerable region in the near future. Beyond the grand pronouncements of celebrated psychics, many of us have experienced those fleeting, personal moments of uncanny intuition, those subtle nudges from the subconscious that defy logical explanation. Have you ever had the experience of suddenly thinking intensely about someone you haven't connected with in years, only to have your phone ring moments later, their name illuminating the screen? Or perhaps a vivid and peculiar dream that later, in some unexpected way, seems to play out in the theater of your reality, a strange echo from the realm of slumber? These individual instances, while not possessing the dramatic scale of Jeane Dixon's historical prophecies or Tatsuki's apocalyptic visions, offer a tantalizing glimpse into the mysterious and often unacknowledged connections between our inner world and the unfolding events of our external lives. Could these commonplace moments of personal foresight be a microcosm, a smaller reflection of the extraordinary abilities that some individuals, like Jeane Dixon, claim to possess on a far grander and more impactful scale, hinting at the latent potential for intuitive awareness that resides within the human experience? Regardless of your personal beliefs regarding the validity of prophecy and the ability to foresee the future, the compelling stories of individuals like Jeane Dixon serve as a potent reminder of the inherent uncertainty that lies ahead on the winding path of time. While the pronouncements of psychics and the interpretations of ancient texts can undoubtedly be captivating and spark our imaginations, The future, in its truest essence, remains an unwritten and ever-evolving narrative shaped by the collective actions and choices of humanity. Perhaps our most prudent course of action lies not solely in attempting to decipher cryptic forecasts and unravel the enigmas of potential tomorrows, but rather in proactively focusing our energies on cultivating resilience in the face of the unknown, fostering deeper understanding and empathy across cultures and borders, and working collaboratively to address the challenges and embrace the opportunities that each new day inevitably brings. Ultimately, the power to shape the future, to steer the course of human history, resides not in passively knowing what might come to pass, but in actively and consciously creating the kind of world we aspire to inhabit, a world built on cooperation, innovation, and a shared vision for a brighter tomorrow.